Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac. We're due for a Judas run here, which is very exciting for me, and we got a good streak. A streak of 3. Good streak might be relative. I was on Twitch the other day, I saw Cobalt had like 64 or something like that. What a fucking tryhard. I'm just joking, I like that guy. But I'm jealous, and I'm willing to admit that. You know, I'm a big enough man to admit my foibles in life. I would hate for this streak to end the same way our last streak ended, with just the world's, oh god, dumbest damage in a situation. Well, the last run was a curse room that also had a bad trip pill in it, which is just like, it's not a 1 in 100 death, but it's like a 1 in 40 death. So I'm not overly concerned about that. But that doesn't mean that we're in the clear by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, explosive rock, a little scary. Teleport is a bad item as far as I'm concerned, and I am not happy to have had it. What I may do is something that I'm normally not too privy with. You know, the most important thing as Judas is survival. It's like having a permanent goat head with a damage bonus attached to it. You just gotta live long enough to make it work so that you can actually, well, and have the HP necessary when you get to these deals with the devil to actually take the deals that they offer. But I'm gonna shoot all the poop in the hopes of getting to 5 cents. And if we get to 5 cents, I will pop open this shop here and buy a Spirit Heart. There is also, of course, a non-zero chance that there actually is a, interesting, that there is a library on this floor. So we gotta, you know, give ourselves the best possible chance of making that happen as well. Let's crack this open just to see. Wow, broken remote. How many different ways can we teleport on one freaking run here? Getting a little ridiculous. If I could just get you to die. Good. That's our 5th cent, but I don't want to open any of these until we know whether or not it's actually going to be a good idea. Not just for, like, well, especially not for deal with the devil context do we need this extra HP, just for sheer survival, because there are some attacks that the Haunt does that just take all of your HP away, or take one of your HP away, which is all of our HP right now. Okay. Keys are good. A little bit of a slower floor, that's okay. Never hurt anybody. We are going to bomb right here for the hope of finding the secret room. I almost stood right next to that. That is just sloppy. I almost have enough money to actually get, like, a real item, which is a little bit of a surprise, but I'll just say that, you know, this is good because we can buy a Spirit Heart if there is one available, which there is, and then I can also buy the 7 cent item. It's a risk, and it's one that I'm actually happy that we took. Alright, that's actually a pretty good setup for us here. Now, as masochistic as it might sound, I actually hope that we fight the Haunt right here because it's the first floor. And we have the HP, and we have a Book of Belial charge. Let's just get it over with. Famine! Okay, well, if we're not going to fight the Haunt, well, whether we're going to fight the Haunt or not, Famine is the boss that we actually want to fight because it keeps our dreams of getting that 4th level Meat Boy alive. I would give up Book of Belial to take Book of Revelations if it meant that we had a chance at getting this 4th level Meat Boy. It's Cube of Meat. Okay, we're good. That gives us a little bit more leeway for... Oh, yeah, we'll check this out. Gives us a little bit more leeway for... Let's pin. Gives us a little bit more leeway for being able to find a Book of Revelations. We no longer have to find a Book of Revelations immediately on this floor or, you know, like, all is lost. Now we have 2 more floors after this one, where it's still a theoretical possibility. Although, of course, the earlier we get it, the better I would feel about it. Pin is going to die very quickly. Then we've got Duke of Flies. No, 2 Gurglings. This one wants to make some creep now. Just go ahead, and this one is about to get put to sleep now. I was actually perfect timing. Let's go. Way too much money to know what to do with. 30 cents this early is just ridiculous. Thank you to my Orbital for helping me out there. Oh, I didn't kill the other one? That's dangerous. It's alright. Thank God we had a little bit of extra Spirit Heart junk in our trunk here. We will check out our item room. Skinny Odd Mushroom is a damage penalty, but it gives you the DPS via the tiers to compensate for it, I think, you know? It's like you're multiplying 2 numbers together. We lowered the first number, but we made the second number disproportionately larger. That's the best analogy I can use there. Just give me a quarter here. That'd feel pretty good. Alright, well, a penny is not a quarter, but that's okay. Now, even if there is a library and this isn't it, we can still access it because we will have a surplus of keys. We'll definitely take Champion's Belt. Definitely take our Spirit Heart. Why not take another key along with it as well? So I really, you know, doing the math, you gotta probably doubt at this point that there is a that there is a Book of Revelations just kind of chilling here somewhere. That's okay. Champion's Belt has upped our damage. You can see visually our tears are a lot larger than they were right after we picked up Skinny Odd Mushroom. I am going to do some more exploration first, because if I don't do it now, I'm unlikely to do it in the future on this floor. We're going to be leaving at about 5.5, maybe 6 minutes if we get a little unlucky. That's fine for Judas, and we're guaranteed to deal with the devil here. We can take any deal that we want. Oh, man. We can take any deal that we want that shows up. Just one, though. We might be able to take two if we get some more Spirit Heart action going on, but I'm skeptical that that's going to happen in the near future. But that's okay. You can do a lot of damage with one devil deal. Alright, let's get a move on. We could buy a bomb, and it's not the worst idea in the world because... Oh, there's a Tinted Rock in there. If we get the ability to fly, we could buy the bomb then and make that very much worthwhile. But it's not the worst idea in the world because we have the Steam sale, so it's not like we're blowing ourselves out for future purchases, but... Didn't we fight Pin on the last floor? Did we not? Or am I... No, we fought Famine. Okay, obviously, we fought Pin in the boss trap room. I was seriously freaking out there for a minute. Alright, Placenta means we can maybe take 2 deals. Or 1 deal for 2 hearts, and Little Brimstone is worth it, I think. Let's head down to the next floor. Now, obviously, what I'm principally worried about here is getting a Book of Revelations. It is theoretically possible. That's about it. But hey, theoretically possible is better than we do on most runs where we talk about getting a cube of meat. Like, this is already past the point at which I've already given up on getting 4th level Meat Boy on an average run. So, to find ourselves in a position where it may actually be mathematically plausible is actually pretty nice. And we already got the Super Meat Boy precedent instead of the Bandage Girl precedent, which is a much better get for us as well. Nice. Little Brimstone's such a good item. 2 hearts, 3 hearts, whatever. Well, I guess it literally wouldn't have mattered whether it was 2 hearts or 3 hearts for us because, you know, we would have lost all our HP taking it anyway, which was a good thing, perhaps, if we get Whore of Babylon or something like that. But it's good to have the deal with the devil precedent. It's even better to get it when you get a situation that gives you a lot more killing power as well. Certainly way too early to call this a 1 run, but it's a situation that's looking pretty good for us. Please, please me. Tell me there is a library somewhere on this floor, or just a random Book of Revelations. I can't really justify taking Unicorn Horn. We've gotten very lucky, by the way, in just using bombs to bomb our way into special rooms. We have an equal number of keys and bombs, but typically bombs are a little bit less precious as long as your HP's okay. Let's see if we can make the dream happen again. Nope. We're going to our shop either way because we got the earliest Steam sale of all time. Certainly the 9-volt is a good pickup at 7 cents, and I think we'd be silly not to pick up the Spirit Heart considering that's what our life depends on. Now, unfortunately, we're going to lose, we're going to pay like a little bit of a tax on every single floor, which is that if we find the boss room before the end of the floor, we have to, and that's exactly what happened here, we have to explore a little bit more before we finish, because I, unfortunately, need to guarantee that there is no Book of Revelations just sneaking around in some kind of hidey hole. But you can see, thanks to Little Brimstone, we are going a lot faster than probably we have any right to be. We've only been down here for a little bit over a minute. See if we can get like a teleportation card just to make boss rush that much more effective. Swing and a miss on that one. Really unfortunate because our secret room could be right there, thereby allowing us to get into our cursed room. But I'll sacrifice a Spirit Heart, and it ended up being worth it regardless, but a bit of a crapshoot there that ended up just working out in our favor. Alright. Now we enter the danger zone. Please, please. The danger zone in this case being the zone where I have to hope that we just fight Pestilence randomly. I would, if we're gonna fight Pestilence randomly, make it happen on this floor, please. So I can stop, you know, wringing my hands hoping that it's gonna happen. We're gonna be out of here by like 9 minutes, which is really good. We're gonna get a deal with the devil. As Judas, one of the best combinations is like no HP, kill the boss drops 1 HP, then you get a 2-heart deal with the devil from it right after. Obviously, we don't have 100% control over that, but it's just a very classic kind of combo as Judas that works together. If Judas was a fast food restaurant, getting HP and then immediately trading it away on a deal with the devil would be the #1. You ever feel judged by like fast food restaurants? Like, you know, if you go in and you order like a #1, they're like, yeah, this guy knows what he wants. But sometimes I get chicken McNuggets. I love chicken McNuggets. People sometimes, they deride me for that. Obviously, we didn't fight Pestilence there, by the way. Oh, chicken McNuggets, you big baby. I'm gonna eat my beef sandwich. That's way more adult than chicken McNuggets. Anyway, I mean, it does sound like a cartoony food. I guess I will give you that. And it might be made or produced in a similarly cartoony fashion, but I love them, okay? And that's like a #4. So I know I'm going in there, I'm not even getting the bronze medal of McDonald's meals, right? You got like your Big Mac, your Quarter Pounder with cheese. At least I'm not ordering like the #8s though, you know? If you're going in there and buying a fillet of fish, the cashier just looks at you and is like, dude, that shit, it's in the bottom 3 slots. That meal's gonna get relegated. If we ever find something better, you're in trouble. That relegation joke goes out to my European audience. I know sometimes you don't get as much love from me in the stream timing. I just want you to know that I'm here for you. Double key room. 3. Admittedly, don't totally know what it does. Are you a wizard? Not that bad since we have Little Brimstone, but a little annoying. Very nearly got me there. Little Brimstone's gonna make it pretty easy though, and we're doing enough damage that it doesn't even matter. I didn't even talk about it, but we did indeed get a Yera rune. Who doesn't like a Yera rune? It's the greatest. I can't believe we didn't take damage there. I can't believe this fine gentleman here is not deceased. We're gonna have an extra battery if we want it. We don't really want it right now, but in the future it might become something that's increasingly important. But for now, I'm happy with the fact that we got this Yera rune. We're gonna hold on to it. Can't go there yet. We're gonna hold on to it and hopefully use it on the chest. I've proven, you know, time and time again, I have the desire and the dedication to hold on to a Yera rune as long as it humanly takes. It's possible that we might find something better, but it's gonna take a lot of convincing. Basically what this is like, it's the ultimate long-term investment. If I hold on to this Yera rune, I get 4 item rooms out of it. I just gotta wait till the investment matures. That's a long way away right now, but it'll be here sooner than we think. Again, we're getting so lucky here with our drops. We have a mini-boss, but it is looking like we do not have... I'm gonna leave this up for now. It's looking like we do not have a library. All is not necessarily lost, though. There is a theoretical chance that we could just find it randomly in our item room. Find our Book of Revelations, that is. I'm gonna cling to that for now. It has happened. It's happened before, I'm sure. Maybe not to me, but there's millions of people playing the game. Notched fucking axe. Notched axe? Get that shit out of here. Item rooms have been pretty terrible thus far. Everything else has been lovely on this run, especially that little brimstone pickup, but item rooms have been a little dubious in their quality thus far. Every penny matters twice as much as a result of the Steam sale. I appreciate it. We are going to check out our mini-boss down here. I don't harbor any desire that our mini-boss is... Well, I harbor desire, but I don't harbor any illusion that our mini-boss is going to pay out with, you know, a cube of meat or something here, but figured we'd still go through with it. We are going to go to our curse room. It's going to cost us some HP, but that's just the price you pay, basically. And then we're never going to have to worry about looking for a Book of Revelations again. Unless we fight Pestilence on this floor. Well, alright. You know, that worked out relatively okay, all things considered. Alright. I don't think the 3 room is the crux of our strategy here. We're going to be leaving at about, depending on the boss, probably about 12.5 minutes. I can live with that. C.H.A.D, huh? C.H.A.D's not bad. Especially, I'm still playing on the same day where I've gotten like 5 Dark Bum payouts. So if we can just get Dark Bum in our deal with the devil right after getting C.H.A.D, that might end up paying for itself pretty dang quickly. We'll see, though. Little C.H.A.D, and I really can't justify taking Missing Page 2, honestly. I don't think Missing Page 2 is that good. I must be missing something about it, but I think it's kind of a pain in the butt. We do have compass. Well, you know what? We should go in the direction that's not the boss room first. So that we don't have to backtrack more once we get to our boss room. Like, let's just come down here. It looks like the only room that's really valuable down here is our curse room. So we'll come to our curse room. And then, you know, pick up absolutely nothing, and then leave. But that's fine. So we have a shop, item room, and boss room coming up. I think boss rush is definitely going to be doable if we want to. The question is, are we going to have a teleportation card to take out? And if we don't have a teleportation card, or even if we do, but it's like the Emperor, so we can't go all the way back, we really need it to be like the Fool or something, is it worth giving up Yera? The answer is probably no. But we'll, we have a little bit more time to cross that bridge, you know? We're not quite in that situation yet, so we don't have to worry about it quite as much. Time to go. I like that room a lot. We got Dead Bird. This has been showing up kind of frequently today as well. We've been lucky enough to reroll it on a couple of occasions into stuff like Cricket's body. That's not a hypothetical. That literally happened. And maybe that's an omen. The last time I saw Dead Bird... Ooh, not worth much at all. But the last time I saw Dead Bird, on the next Devil Room, we had 3 amazing deals with the Devil that really carried us through some kind of tough spots on that run. Maybe that's all we need. That was very poor. For once, we don't really have an item worth buying here, but the Spirit Art is nice, you know, keep us relatively flush with respect to HP. I think we got one blindly there, which is nice. Yeah, time to fight the boss. Mask of Infamy. With Little Brimstone, not so bad. Always the homing one, it seems, but it's all good. We're doing enough damage. Little Brimstone's helping out a lot. In fact, Little Brimstone's going to be the principal damage dealer here. But that is fine by me. One more really good blast. Didn't quite do it. One more really good blast there should do it. And range upgrade. Jeez, give me some HP so I can trade it away, please. Or Spirit Arts here so I can trade it away on future floors. Free Guppy item. Free Guppy item. That's alright. A free Guppy item when we're low on HP is not the worst payout in the world. Plus, let's not neglect this one fly we have working out in our favor as well. I'm hoping that this floor ends up being a little bit better. And we'll press all our advantages if we find that we can. Unfortunately, that one doesn't seem so likely. What about our mini-boss over here? Mini-bosses tend to be worth fighting. They're usually easy fights that drop good items. Envy is the exact opposite. Envy is like a difficult-ish mini-boss that drops just a terrible item. Or nothing. It's always like Troll Bomb or Shoot the Whoop. Get hype, everybody. Best case scenario, Troll Bomb. Yep. There we go. Well, we will have... It's looking like, in all likelihood, probably what'll happen is... We'll have the option to go to Boss Rush. Which is good. And then if Boss Rush is good, we can choose to fight for it. But it'll really depend. It'll have to be pretty freaking amazing. Because my damage is fine, but... You know, it's not to the point where I want to do Boss Rush for fun. Like, that still sounds pretty tedious to me. But if we get, like, Dark Bum or something like that, that's a situational item that would work for me in this situation. Let's just keep heading straight down. I'm imagining we'll probably have to go to that long room at some point. Yeah, don't do what I just did there. There's better ways. There we go. A quick run, but, not one I'm a huge fan of. Curse of the Maze just threw me for a loop there, I think. More bombs, but now, for once, I actually need more keys. And in fact, I'm actually gonna... No, our odds of fighting Greed are pretty high. Let's just go to our item room. Okay, PhD is good. I'm gonna try to make it to our shop because we're only at 16 and a half minutes here. We got tons of time. Kind of a minor decision that we have to make is whether we're going to use Book of Belial against the mom fight or save it for the potentiality of using it on Boss Rush. It's not a situation I really want to make, to be honest with you. I'd rather just use it both times. But that's not looking like it's going to be too likely. We're getting to the point where one little Brimstone shot is not enough to kill many of the enemies in one shot. So... I don't like that very much. That is not a teleportation card, much to my chagrin. Nor is it a key. Not that we could get a key from one of those, but come on. I think at this point, we could gamble for a key, but what are we looking for from the shop at this point? I mean, stopwatch, I guess. Look, I presented an argument, and then I answered my own question. I'm going to choose to erase that from my memory as we move onwards here. Actually, you know what? Let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yes. Okay, we have Ph.D. Tears up. Tears up. Bombs are key. Paralysis. I can see forever. Hematemesis. Well, free red hearts for no reason. I can see forever. Might be able to use that back here. Nope. Now I'm just going to gamble a little bit, and I'll gamble until we get down to 7 cents, and then I'll blow this thing up. 7 cents being where we can pick up an item. The lowest amount of money that will let us pick up an item. Alright. Well, you tried. We did not get a key. We're going to fight the boss. I'm not going to use our Book of Belial as much as it pains me to do so, because I want to at least have the opportunity, if there's something great in boss rush, to give ourselves the best possible chance. You know, boss rush, there's a good deal of strategy that can play into the boss rush pickup. I'm trying to pay respect to that right now. Oftentimes I'm just like, we got it, let's teleport out. We're not in that situation anymore unless we get 8-ball here, or I don't know, I'm trying to think of what else could actually work for us to make that happen, because we are going to get a deal with the devil. We're definitely taking the Polaroid. Okay, so we take this and break even. If we take the mark, we lose 2, which will make it impossible for us to take the ability to fly, but it gives us the most HP, so I'll take the damage bonus. None of these are good enough, unfortunately. I mean, they're all okay, except Book of Sin, really, but none of them are good enough to justify the potential cost, in my opinion. So we picked up 2 damage upgrades from the boss fight. That's okay. We've got 1 free guppy item as well. If we could get more, I would love it. Now, this is where things become important, because we're not doing a whole hell of a lot of damage, but we're not, you know, we're not too far behind the 8-ball either. This deal with the devil is going to be big, and if we could maybe get 1 more guppy item prior to it, it would be even bigger. If we could possibly have the ability to get into this curse room without getting hit twice, that would be awesome. This all being said, we can afford to slow play this run a little bit as well. All we gotta do, like by slow play, I mostly mean conservatively play. If we get to our chest, we're gonna be a late bloomer. I mean that in the best way possible. We have, oh, there's not gonna be any way to get into this curse room without taking damage. Unless we get like an invincibility card of some kind, then we'll only take 1 spirit heart. Just really banking on a secret room. But we may still do it. It's gonna have to take it on a case-by-case basis. Curse of Darkness does make it difficult to see tinted rocks, but that's never really been my Kia Forte anyway. Careful. And our damage is acceptable, if not incredible. Yeah, maybe it's better than I'm giving it credit for. The money's not really helping me that much at this point. It's tempting. But I don't trust myself to not walk over the spikes once, and I definitely don't trust myself to not walk over the spikes twice. The ideal outcome on this floor... Oh, that sucks. Well, thanks to permanent Polaroid invincibility, I guess we could possibly... Nah, it doesn't work. Oh my god, that should not have happened. I should have just walked into him. The ideal outcome on this floor is like a 9 lives... other guppy item deal with the devil. 9 lives is, with low HP, 9 lives is always a risk-free pickup. Even though it has a reputation as one of the riskiest items in the game. A reputation that does make sense. If you have no HP, you got nothing to lose, you know? For now, though, we have a lot to lose, with only 2 HP. And I don't think I've really botched this run. Like, I don't feel like I've played miserably or anything like that. We've just kind of maybe been a little bit over-aggressive on deals with the devil. That's honestly something that's hard to get through my skull, because I have this mentality that all deals with the devil are good. And usually, what it means is that you just have varying degrees of length of a period of hard times, you know, but you make it out. The question is, can we make it through the hard times if we don't get what we need on this very floor? And that's a tough question right now. Because if we make it to the chest by doubling our chests, we would expect to do very well. We'd expect the Prophet get a lot of damage. Just wanted to double check. This appears to be the right way. However, we need to actually be able to survive long enough to make it to the chest. And that's something of which I'm kind of skeptical right now. Did we get one? I didn't hear any popping. I need to... Okay. The easiest enemy to take out... There. They pop up and get down so quickly. The worst part about this is that there's just no faster way to do it. Good stuff. Like, there's no way we can just put a bomb down and be like, oh, you know, fuck it, I'm done with it. This room burned me real hard. Don't make the same mistake. Just do it this way. Tinted rock? Tinted rock? Nope. Okay. This is a big moment. Daddy Longlegs is not the end of the world. But he can hit me twice. I know I should be using Little Brimstone, but... Oh, very scary. Okay, just, like, the closer you whittle him down to death right now, the less you have to worry about getting hit twice. We did it, we did it. Okay. Little Steven is not what I needed at this point. Nor is Guppy's tail. So we're gonna have to save, basically. We only have one Guppy item. We have to go down to the next floor. And now we just have to live on what we have for as long as is humanly possible. Let's not forget as well, we need 8 keys. So I'm coming down here because there's a, you know, boss rush room. Or boss trap room. And I feel like we've had a lot of opportunities, or we've given the game a lot of opportunities to give us the opportunities on this run, and it just hasn't panned out. I'm doing this, I was hoping to get some keys, but, you know, Flatworm's alright. Maybe beats Liberty Cap. Yeah, this is important. Time to make me feel bad about not taking that, that Guppy's tail item, right? Do we know the other one? We have Ph.D. Tears Up. Worth taking. Hematemesis is fantastic if we get Dark Bum. That's pretty much impossible now. Usually get a third wave, yep. I still don't know if Flatworm is actually, like, literally a damage upgrade, or if it just makes your tears easier to hit, or if it's just a cosmetic effect to begin with, but either way. Okay, there's another key. I appreciate it. And 2 Spirit Hearts? Just one. Just one. Just one? Just one. Still, that's big. Even 1 Spirit Heart could swing the balance enough here. There's no way our boss room's that close. I refuse to believe it. I don't really want to go to our curse room. There is a boss, mini-boss in the way. Oh, come on. Pop up, please. Thank you. I'd never take damage against those guys. That's just embarrassing. Just 3? That's not so bad. Let's check and see if our secret room is here. I don't know why I would care if it's here. It is there, though. Just had a hunch, I guess. That money doesn't strike me as being too potentially likely, but I appreciate it nonetheless. That freaked me out for a second. I was like, our mini-boss is a ghost. That's a new one. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Alright, Super Pride. Should probably use Book of Belial, admittedly. Oh, okay. Now we get 9 lives. That's where the pain of not picking up that last Guppy item comes in. Now we kind of have to do this one now. We can still get Guppy's head in here, but I guess we've gotten Guppy's head already, huh? Tears upgrade. Now, the 9 lives pickup is not good because of the Guppy potential now. Although, look, we could have become Guppy if I had let myself live on a single Spirit Heart, but I think people can forgive me for that decision. But it's good because we now have tolerance. You know, we could lose... We could get hit, basically, and still continue with our run. It ain't about how hard you can hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep coming. And that's important. This is what, like, 9 lives not just a pretty face, you know, not just useful for Guppy. It's about the mechanics of the item. It's a good item, Nick. One of these days I'm gonna convince you. This is like, it's sad, you know, it's like when somebody's father like says, you'll never be anything, and then you spend your whole life trying to prove them wrong, only to realize that, you know, your dad's a human as well, and he only said those things because he was going through a tough time himself, and then you have a nice cry, and, you know, you bind it together. Now you can watch football without all the resentment and stuff like that. That's what it's like with me and Nick right now. I'm like, I'm gonna make Nick believe that it's a good item, and he's like, Ryan, I've been dead the whole time. You know, he's Shyamalan me. He's Shyamalan-ing me right now. So we're gonna pop Book of Belial, obviously. I really like the visual effect on Flatworm. Just looks real silly. Little Brimstone, a nice little damage augmenter here. I kind of lost my vision there temporarily. I didn't lose my vision, but I was like, you know when you play like Guitar Hero or a Rock Band and, you know, you're like, I don't even see the note highway anymore, I'm just hitting the buttons? Yeah, that's where I was right there. We still don't have enough keys to use this Yara rune effectively. But we do have a boss trap room here. Boss trap room could mean red chest. Red chest could mean like the last Guppy item that's still in our pool. If you put a gun to my head and said, make a bet, you know, you got to make a bet. The Mafia is forcing you to make a bet for some dumb reason. Will you win or lose this run? I would bet on a win, but it's a very strange situation. Why are you forcing me to make this bet? Is that what percentage of Mafia activities are just for putting a gun to people's heads to force them to make an arbitrary decision? That seems like a ridiculous waste of resources. Allow me to talk to your capo, please. Until the day we expire and turn to vapor, me and my capos will be somewhere stacking plenty papers, keeping it real, packing steel, getting high, 'cause life's a bitch and then you die. Many people accuse me, well, not many, one person that I know of has accused me. I shouldn't lend them a larger voice than they necessarily have earned, but they said, hey, Life's a Bitch is the only song you know off of Illmatic. That's just not true. I listen to Illmatic all the time. I'm not ashamed of it. It's 2014. Button down, oh, why? I hit the spacebar by accident. You know, hoodie and button-down shirt-wearing white guy can listen to rap music and not have to lie and say it's Garth Brooks, right? That's the way I feel about it anyway. I appreciate the spirit, Heart. Please die. Not you out there at home. I hope you live, well, maybe not forever. You got like a Tuck Everlasting situation. But, you know, as long as you want to and not a day longer. No, that kind of sends the wrong message as well. You know what? I hope you're doing okay out there. That's all I'm saying. I don't really want that bomb, because it's going to explode in my face. This is always a little bit of a tricky room. If there's a really bad habit I have on non-sacrificial dagger runs, specifically, because the worst habit I have is trying to use sacrificial dagger as like some kind of nuclear missile. It's definitely not using Book of Belial as much as I should. At the same time, we don't really have to use Book of Belial. The enemies that we're fighting are, you know, relatively easy, all things considered. And if we don't have to use Book of Belial, better to save it, because our boss room could be just around the corner and we wouldn't even know it. Again, Hematemesis, if we ever find Dark Bum. We've been saying it for like 6 floors now, but Dark Bum, if you want to show up, now's your chance. Now, we do have 4 keys. So at the very least, we can open all of the normal chests. And we can probably get some keys on the chest as well. I don't really care about the moon card, to be honest with you. Unless we're going to explore the entirety of the floor, in which case it makes sense to take the moon card. Or use the moon card, I should say. I mean, High Priestess is pretty good as well, but I don't want to backtrack for the Yara rune. You know, I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to shit like this, but there's no point in doing it. And see, when I have the compass, I'm often or always like, I'm not even going to look at my map to see where it is. Why did I open that? What is wrong with my brain? If you had thought about it for like a second longer, you would have been like, oh, that's dumb. Give me some keys back. I'm embarrassed. Just more bombs. Well, at least really more spirit hearts as well. This is important because, you know, the big check on this run right now is just going to be, can we beat Isaac? And the answer should be yes. Yeah, that sucks. Nobody likes these quad Gertie Jr. rooms. One spirit heart at least. I mean, yeah, they were blue, so I expected it, but ugh. Oh, that hurts even more. Okay. I really do not want to have to beat Isaac without getting hit 9 times. We don't oftentimes have to suffer from that. But don't let Nick trick you. You'll be like, oh, see, that's the problem with 9 lives. If you fuck up, you gotta fuck up 9 times, or you gotta suffer 9 times. That's Nick's bullshit talking. Don't let his defeatist attitude infect you, okay? This is like the one time, oh no, the one time out of like every 10 times where 9 lives turns out frustratingly. It's not even bad because it gives you a chance. It's just frustrating. The other times, almost without fail, it's fantastic. Now, this is a big one. I probably should have been hit there. This is a very big one because we've used Book of Belial on this one, which means if we get hit, you know, our life only becomes harder from this point onwards if we get hit here. So we're gonna try not to get hit here. I'm not sure if I've really articulated my strategy properly. Don't touch any bullets that Isaac shoots out. That's a big part of it. Don't touch any beams. Can I touch Isaac? No, don't touch Isaac. He's made of poison. We're not gonna be touching Isaac today. We didn't kill him. Okay, but he's 1 hit away. See, we did fine there. And we have the added kind of infrastructure of having 9 lives. It's good. Hopefully we get some more key drops here. But for now, obviously this is a Yara Rune play. It's Virgo. Not likely to be that effective right now. We can make use of Infestation. Weirdly enough. I still think, like, maybe that's the right way to go, but we'll explore a little bit more. Now, this is where the shit parade is going to begin. We're going to end up taking some hits. There's no way around it. Lives are about to be lost here. But just as you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, you know, we can't win this run without taking a few hits. Now, the most important thing is how we spring up from them. We may only need to find our boss. Where? Oh my god, it's down there in like the bottom right corner. But mostly, like, what I'm doing right now is just farming keys. And if this side of the floor is easier to farm keys, it might be the right decision to come here before going anywhere else. I don't think these guys are going to drop keys, but I also don't think these guys are particularly tough. If we can avoid getting them to spawn bombs at the same time, it's even easier. That was a little risky. But again, this is the benefit of 9 lives. If you take a hit, it doesn't really matter. If you take 9 hits, it starts to matter. And if you're Eminem, then you're Marshall Mathers. Don't really need that battery, but might make use of it. Any chance these guys give me spirit hearts? Well, if we just kill them and then Dark Bum shows up, we're in the clear. So my thinking is if they drop Lard, we just wait on it. And, well, actually, no matter if they drop any HP upgrade, we just wait on it. But they didn't. Which is fine. I was thinking we would wait on it until we opened as much of the Yara bounty as we could. Because then we would save our HP for the run where we had the best possible chance. You can really, you know, if you get the opportunity, you can really min-max the chest to give yourself a pretty good chance of success. You don't always have the opportunity on a losing run to do that. But we do have that opportunity right now. And I'm very appreciative of the fact. This is good. Sure, they may give me Bob's Rotten Head. But we're proving how good our damage is even without using Book of Belial, which I'm not using for some unknown reason. I guess because I am aware that a double adversary room could always be around the corner. It gave me Bob's Curse. So we actually have like some pretty great bombs now. The problem is we're very unlikely to be able to use them effectively considering we can't get a hit. Let's take some looks at secret room potentials. No. The game said no, I'm sorry. X-ray vision, okay. Just wanted to see if maybe it was back there. We'll try to find our second secret room up here quickly. That's not really the item we were hoping for. Surprise, surprise. It's the item we got, though. Wow. That side of the floor was, like, straight up meaningless. Unless X-ray vision gives us, like, access to the secret room, and there's 2 keys in it, and we blow up the key bagger, and he gives us, like, another 2 keys. All right. Look, this is a very dangerous decision to be undertaking here. And if we die, it's particularly bad. But I don't think we're going to die at this point. Let's try throwing in... Oh, no! That hurts the most. But our bombs are... It's real damage, man. We don't need 30 of them to be able to kill Blue Baby. Not with the poison and the mega and the all that jazz. Still, 7 lives left. Okay, this is good. Oh, 2020. Okay. This probably, you know, I'm not going to throw out percentages, but it drastically increases our chances of winning. We got to kill Sloth last if possible. As good as our bombs are, it's better for us if we get the tarot card. 2 of diamonds. Kind of meaningless here, but that's okay. I really can't get over that 2020 pickup. Now, if we're gonna be out of sight for these guys, it's better for us to be above or below them. Just don't put yourself to like the right or the left of them. Oh, you're still there. Okay. Unless you're baiting them, and if you're baiting them, then it works fine. One of you's gotta be close. There we go. Okay. The secret room. Raw liver or something. Come on. I'm ready. Well, that's every denomination of currency we could possibly ask for. That's alright. We don't have any need to fight those guys unless they block the way to the boss. And if they do, it's just double greed. Like, that's not that bad. I'm still going to these rooms because I really... Well, first off, the haunt shouldn't be that hard for me in this situation. But also, if possible, I really need some freaking key drops, dog. Like, right now. Stat. Key me up. Tough room. Tough room. Yep. Yeah. So we're... If this is the way to get to the boss, we're best off skipping that room if we can avoid it. And actually fighting these double greeds. Which again, I think as long as we just like get through the first 10 seconds, which we did right there, and get 1 killed, we're fine. Money. I mean, if we had money equals power, that'd be awesome. We don't, but hey, that's okay too. More keys. Just more keys. Keys, please. This isn't so bad. Again, our bombs are so good. Slow down, please. Not necessary. Hey, we got another key. Okay. So we'll take it back. I do think that it's a reasonably likely payout or situation that we actually end up winning this run now. But it's requiring a little bit more saving than my average. Demon Baby is a very small part of the picture, but I appreciate it. Cool looking tears. We don't want to be there. I mean, I don't think they can pay out with a key. And the thing that we'll do here is we'll get to the boss, assuming this room isn't super bad, which it isn't. And after getting to the boss, we're not going to spend like 5 lives trying to beat the boss. I find that's oftentimes a little counterintuitive. Sometimes it works, though. What I'm going to do is do some exploration. 1 speed up, sure, why not? Hematemesis, speed up, 2 speed ups, let's be risky. Telepills, we can use that to teleport out of a shitty room, but we also picked up another key. Let's check out this room. This room's not so bad. I can live with it at least. Anytime I can hit 2 of these guys at the same time is a good day in my book. Figure we might as well explore the entirety of the floor if we can. This room, you know, it shouldn't be too bad, but it might be where I draw the line. Yeah, with dying once, I don't think we want to go through that again. I have no interest in fighting a double cage. And I have, like, literally 0 interest in going to that big room. But I think I'll do it anyway, just to, like, eat my medicine, basically. Can't help but feel that maybe I opened the wrong chest there. But at least we've almost opened all of them. Oh, there's a spirit heart for sale here. If we can kill the gurglings first. You know, maybe it's better for us to die there if we weren't going to kill the gurglings first. Make no mistake, this is an annoying room. As long as you kill the like the last thing to die is a Gertie Jr. Yeah! Spirit heart. Did you do me dirty? Oh, you gave me just a chest instead with Robo Baby 2.0. Oh, there is still a spirit heart, so we're gonna get that. I guess we're gonna get that now. I'm not that psyched about Robo Baby 2.0, but I guess it's the thought that counts. You got a key for me? Oh, man. You got a key for me? Didn't think that was even possible, so I'm not that bummed out. Am I really gonna... I really should have checked out this room first. We got lucky that it's an easy one, but my curiosity got the better of me. I gotta see if there's a key here. Oh my god, you're scaring me.
I got your key right here.
Well, I don't get it. You okay? Alright, how's it going, Kate? Alright, this is a tough run. No comments, apparently. Apparently she's busy. Could have fooled me. Now, just stay the heck away. As you can see, our bombs are doing a lot of damage. It's very encouraging that we're about halfway through the fight, but I did just take a hit. Now, we have another battery. So, is that to the tune of you had a bad day? I think that's to the tune of you had a bad day and I got killed. I dodged in the wrong direction there. So all's not lost. Let's try doing one without the battery. Without Book of Belial. Just, you know, practicing. That's a bad start. Let's try doing one more without that. We don't have Guppy's Collar. No, this is a genuine 9 lives respawn. I really can't stress how important these bombs are, if I could actually land them. There's a lot of shit on the screen. It's very difficult for me to tell what's safe and what's not. And of course, now we're finding out that if I had just taken Book of Belial in here, we probably would have won already. So close. So close. So close, we did it. Didn't even need Book of Belial, apparently. It was in our hearts all along. Hey, good win. Blue Baby's coming up next. We're at 4 wins again. Feels all right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.